What's up guys, it's Nigel here, and today I'm back with another video, and this time we're talking about, does fighting your friends at fighting games, does that make you better or not? And the answer is, well, it's actually both. It makes you good, but it can also potentially hold you back from getting better. Now we're going to start off with the good part first, just to let you know the good, it actually helps making you better at the game. Now, fighting your friends is very beneficial because if you're starting a new fighting game that you're all starting with, majority of the time you will all be equal in that fighting game, which is a good positive, because that means if you're losing, most of the time you could win some as well. It's 50-50. It's then oh, I'm guaranteed to lose for this and this, so you'll have a better mindset. You'll have a more positive mindset, oh, this game's fun, you're just having a good time or whatever. And then the more you guys get better at it, then the more you guys can give each other advice, hey, that move is plus on block, that move is minus on block, this, that, and this. I found out this cool new tech, this, that, and the other. So the environment you will be in will help you grow and become stronger and better at the fighting game. And again, like I said, you'll have a better mindset. And obviously, you're supposed to have fun at fighting games, so you're probably gonna have a fun time fighting your friends, unless they're rude or something. So if that's the case, then you're probably gonna need some different friends. But yeah, well, actually, now I think about it, talking trash to each other is pretty healthy. That happens a lot in fighting games, but it's all friendly stuff, obviously. But as long as no one goes over the line, then you should be fine. But that's back to what I'm talking about, anyways. But now I think that's pretty much all the pros. Now to think about it, you have a fun time. You're actually gonna learn from your friends. They'll help you out, and you help them out, and vice versa. Now the cons of just fighting your friends. Since you're only fighting your friends, this is a situation where you buy the game just to fight your friends, and you want to get good at the game. That most of the time, I'll say this: if you're actually really good at the game, your stuff, if you play ranked or something, you will get far. Not super far, you'll get far, but in the middle of the part, you'll have a plateau because you've not fought every character in the game. You've not done that, because most of the time, I'm pretty sure most of your friends, this is certain situations obviously, but they don't use every character in the game. So you're not gonna know what to do against this character that does this or that character that does that, and you will lose, and you're gonna have to learn it. And also, most of the time, if you're fighting your friend, you can kind of know how they play, essentially, since you've been fighting them for so long. So you know that matchup of what to do. Since you're fighting random people online and stuff like that are also been training and other stuff like that, it's going to be difficult because you have a certain, I guess I want to say, pattern in your head that someone's going to fight a certain way or something, depending if they use a certain character. For instance, in a scenario where we're going to use Geltiker for example. Your friend uses Soul Bad Guy, right? And then you fight this other person that uses Soul Bad Guy online, and they do something oh, that's punishable, but actually it is not, because your friend has been using that thing entirely wrong the entire time, and they didn't even know about it. So now hey, that kind of just changed my whole game plan on how to fight this person, since normally I would punish it by doing that, but actually in reality it's actually safe or something, Stuff like that could happen since you've not been fighting online. You don't know certain things because you haven't explored the world. It's kind of like an iceberg. Most fighting games, there's the top part, middle part, the bottom part, and the deep dark depth of the ocean, and there's just so much to learn. And since you have not been fighting other people online, you will not know a lot of stuff, and you will struggle. You will begin to plateau. You'll probably start to lose a lot, and that goes with the whole better mindset thing, which is you have to relearn some stuff. It'll be hard, but it's a journey worth taking, because you're gonna feel a lot better later about it. But I'd say that'd probably be the biggest con, is that you'll struggle a little bit online. You'll be good, if you trained enough and you fought your friends and they're actually really good or something, then you should be okay. But later down the line, you're gonna be struggling heavily, I have a feeling, unless it's if you're just regular players, you'll be struggling heavily by the start. So those are the pros and cons. So I say it is very good, obviously. I'm not saying don't fight your friends. Most of the time you buy a fighting game or something to play with your friends, so obviously. Or if you're a content creator or something like that, or fighting people, you go online. But it just depends on the situation. But fighting your friends is always cool, always good. But if you were wondering if it ever benefited you, it does, but it doesn't. Because you want to make sure you fight your friends and also fight people online, because that'll help you become better. And then when you go to fight them, you'll have some new tech they don't know about, and you can hit them with some saucy stuff. So, moral story, if you fight people and stuff like that and you enjoy it, you should play online and play your friends too. Make sure to do both. Always have a good balanced breakfast, you know. That's essentially what you would want to do. You don't have to do it at all, but it's just for certain people that, you know, have friends and they want to get good at the game and be better. I recommend going online and fighting other people. That will definitely benefit you a lot. Now, that's pretty much all I had to say. I kind of wanted to make this video because I was thinking about it, like, do you actually benefit from fighting your friends? And I was like in deep thought about it. I was like, well, my friends are really good at games, well, specifically fighting games, stuff like that, and I am too. So I think it benefits me, but I can only learn so much from them. This was my conclusion. So it's like it's a double-edged sword a little bit. So I just thought I'd bring that to mind because I don't think I've seen anybody really talk about that, like fighting your friends and compared to fighting online. And that's all I have to say, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and that should be on Tuesday. So have a good day, night, or whatever time period you live in, man, and I'll see y'all next time.